I'm Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. I have some more goodies to share with you from last week's haul, and as you can see, I have a cute little Christmas item, and it's always fun to find Christmas in this heat. Hope you enjoy. Christmas items were half price at the Promise thrift store, and I picked up this adorable ceramic gingerbread man. At first I thought he was a snowman. On closer inspection, he's a gingerbread man, and as you saw in the opening, he plays Dreaming of a White Christmas. Produced in 1974, it says so right on the bottom. It was imported by Berman and Anderson, 5th Avenue, New York. I haven't seen this model around. I've seen a lot of different musical items that they imported, a lot of Christmas, a lot of not Christmas, but never have I seen the gingerbread man. So I'll be asking $30 for him. Great shape. Dug this out of the bins at Goodwill. Very, very excited when I found it. Haven't been finding a lot of fairy lamps lately, and I know a lot of people out there are looking for them. I have this one, so this one's definitely going up for sale. It's a two-piece, as they all are. And this was produced by Indiana Glass Company, and the pattern is actually called ING7, but everybody refers to it as a star and panel design. This was actually made for Homeco Company between 1976 and 1985. I'll be asking $30 for free shipping. It's a pretty heavy piece right here in great condition. Picked up this beautiful left-in figurine at the June Park Church thrift store last week. I just fell in love with her. She's gorgeous. The back stamp on there dates it between 1949 and 1955. She's hand-painted, made by Lefton out of Japan, and there is just two tiny little chips here. One right here, which I didn't even really notice till I got home, and one right here, which is almost imperceptible. I almost can't even see it as hard as I look. Otherwise, she's in perfect condition. She's gorgeous. She's 4.5 inches tall, and I'll be asking $10 for her. This was in the Promise thrift store, and it's just too cute to pass up this couple. It made by the Colonial Candle Company out of Japan, and it's ceramic. You can see it's barely used, so it's vintage and barely used. Anyway, couldn't pass it up. It reminded me so much of Neil the Frog of Sears fame, and I thought maybe somebody who collected Neil the Frog items or just a frog fan might fall in love with this kind of as I did. Just screams 1970. Don't have an exact date on it, but I'm going with 1970s, and I'll be asking $10 for it. Finding a lot of Viking glassware lately, and I picked up this piece at the Goodwill, which is where I found not the last bowl set, but the previous piece, which was also, I think, in this color. So maybe it was kind of a set and it just got put out a little later. This is frosted glass right here, and it is in the Epic Leaf line, the 7600 line. It's a candle holder, see it right there. I wish they had two of them, but they only had the one. Viking started out as New Martinsville Glass Manufacturing Company, which I didn't know, and I happen to love New Martinsville. And that was back in 1900 in West Virginia. By 1944, Viking Glass came to be with this very sleek, Swedish-influenced glassware. I think I'm going to be asking about $15 for this piece. Found this at the Goodwill, and I couldn't tell what the price was, excuse me, if it was $6.99 or 99 cents. So I brought it up, and when I checked out, I said, is this 99 cents? It was. I picked it up. It's obviously milk glass in the lily ponds pattern, produced by Indiana Glass Company. It's a 7-inch bowl. They made them in clear colors and colors. They made them in carnival glass. This is part of the 605 line, and they started actually making this pattern way back in the 1930s, and intermittently over the years it's been in production until the late 1990s. I believe the light green was the first color made in the Depression years in the 30s, and that one has never been reproduced. This piece I think dates to the 1950s. I'm going to be asking $10 for the bowl. Love finding vintage Tupperware when it's in good condition, and this is in really good condition. It is, excuse me, an 8-inch serve and or store and pour cereal container. I'm going to show you right here. It is in really good tight fitting condition. There we go. Lid fits tight, top fits tight. You can never go wrong with Tupperware. People love Tupperware, vintage Tupperware, and I especially like the fact that it's pink. I think I'm going to ask $8 for it. The first Tupperware party was held in 1948, founded by Ed Tupper back in 1942, I believe, and his very first piece of Tupperware was the Bell container. This was a Goodwill find. I found this again, as I have been lately, while I was standing in the checkout line. Wasn't where it should have been. My feeling is maybe a lot of people put things back there while they're waiting in line. You kind of have to wait a long time in line sometimes at Goodwill. Anyway, this piece is Fenton, and it's the colonial thumbprint pattern in amber. Dates between 1962 and 1974. It's an 8-inch basket, or I guess a candy dish. The line number on it is 4438. It's got this really cool bamboo handle right here. It's in wonderful condition. They also came in blue, green, pink, and an orange, which is an orange amberina, which I'm on the lookout for. I think I'm going to be asking about $18 for this piece right here. This was a great find. I have never seen one out anywhere in the wild, and I think I picked this up at I think the Promise thrift store. It's in mint condition. I don't think it's ever been used. It's Pyrex opalware. It's a butter dish, obviously, and the pattern is snowflake blue, also unofficially known as garland. Produced between 1972 and 1975 and designed by Robert Gibson. It also came with a contrasting color, the blue on the white, and I'm going to show you a piece in just a minute that shows you that right there. Picked it up for I think $3. I'm going to ask $25 for it. It is in mint condition and a great pattern. And this is the other piece I found along with the butter dish, and you can see it's in the contrasting colors. Again, I don't have to go through it all. 1972 to 1975, snowflake blue, really nice condition. This is a 401. It's the smallest bowl they made. I'll be asking $18 for it. Fun fact about the snowflake, Pyrex right here, is along with the butterfly gold and the spring blossom, they were the first release of the Pyrex compatibles ever, these pieces. They included, the Pyrex compatibles included the butter dish, a sugar creamer, and a salt and pepper, and they were all released in 1972. Love finding Taylor Smith Taylor items, and I love the Reveille pattern, which is what you see right here. I've had pieces from the Reveille pattern before. These are 2 flat cups, that's what they're called. They're 2 5/8 inches tall. These are the red trim. They also came in a gold trim. They date to the 1960s. I think I paid about 59 cents each, and they're in wonderful condition. I'm going to ask $8 for the set, and I found this to be very interesting, and as long as I've been buying and selling Taylor Smith Taylor, I wasn't aware that the original name was Taylor Lee Taylor, and the name was changed around in 1901, and the company was then purchased off by Anchor Hocking in 1972 and closed down altogether in 1981. Really good find here. I picked 4 of these up at the Promise Charitable Thrift Store. They're bean pots or individual casseroles. They're all hand-thrown pottery. None of them are marked. You can see right here, so I have no idea who made them. But I do love the color, love the turquoise and the brown combo. They're all in super good combination or condition, except for a little chip right there. That's about the worst of all 4 of them. I'm going to ask, I think, $30 for the set of 4. Super excited when I picked up this piece. I think I picked it up at the Promise thrift store. I don't see a lot of the small primary bowls out there very often. Pick them up when they're in good condition whenever I can. This is Pyrex Opalware 401, the blue, smallest one of the set. Started production in 1945, and when I turned it over, I noticed, and it's going to be hard for you to see, but there is no number there. There's no 401 there. This is what they call the no number set, which was the original set produced between 1945 and 1949. So what I am going to do is I am going to actually keep this one, and I'm going to switch this out with my bowl, which is actually in better shape. But as you can see on the bottom here, this does have the numbers on it. And you can tell, I'm going to show you again, that the shape of the bottom here, the newer ones produced in the 1950s to 1970s, is a little bit different than the shape on the bottom here. Both in really good condition. People say that, you know, whether they're no numbers or have numbers, it really doesn't affect the price of them. I'm just kind of trying to build a no number set. I think this is my second piece right here. Excuse me. The original set consisted of a large yellow, the next size being green, the next size being red, and then the blue. They did change up the colors and sizes over the years. And fun fact about these primary color bowls, they were proclaimed as the world's most famous mixing bowl set. I still believe they might be. And it was the first opalware to be produced with a color overlay to them. They were also a collaboration. These were made these were made for the military. It was a collaboration between Corningware and the U.S. government for soldiers during World War II to develop a nice sturdy bowlware set. Interesting. I'm going to be selling this one right here, the one in better shape, for $16. Thanks as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed the haul. It seems that I have more from last week to do another haul with, which is kind of good because it's so hot out there. I'm trying to stay in as much as possible. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, leave me a comment. I did want to give a big shout out to Lori, who always shares my videos. Thank you so much. And to Caroline who shared this video, and also to my friend Paige. Thank you, it means a lot to me. See you real soon. Have a good night. Bye. Some Christmas items, and it's important to get